representation from not only Cleveland, but Cincinnati, DC, Naples, Boston, Raleigh, and New York. Did I miss a city? Okay.
Moreland Hills.
Moreland Hills, Pepper Pike, Beechwood. I'm so touched. You all are the exquisite fabric of my life, and I am beyond grateful. And I do have excellent taste in friends, and have been blessed with an incredibly loving and devoted extended family, sisters-in-law, brothers-in-law, nephews, nieces, great-nephews, great-nieces. So I want you to know how much I love you. So recently I watched a time travel movie titled About Time, which I highly recommend. In the end, the protagonist speaks about his ordinary life and how he has experienced the extraordinary throughout his journey. In the ordinary 70 years of my life, I've been able to experience the extraordinary all the time. A brief history of my family. I was brought up by a full-time, hard-working mother, Esther, and a blue-collar, harder-working father, Howard. And we were of modest means. My mother, through her example, showed me the strength and independence of a woman, and my dad, a true romantic, gave me a love of music and film, and left me and the rest of us with a myriad of memorable verbal expressions and hysterical actions. My grandparents, Russian immigrants, Anna and Isidore Levine, helped to raise Jeff and me, probably 50% of the time, and provided the safest and most nurturing of homes. I think my optimism comes from them, as they never complained and always made the best of life. There was a fresh challah and pumpernickel, and Saturday night Paladin and Gunsmoke, and summer camp Grandma on Kensington Road. Grandma was tall and stoic and pragmatic, and yet so warm, and Grandpa valued education and classical music, and was at the same time a real mischief maker. And then there was my brother Jeff. We're only a year and a half apart, and he was an average student in high school and then decided to excel for the rest of his life. Jeff has clearly demonstrated to me the value of determination and perseverance. He was a bit overprotective in high school, but only called me a whore once. But it was justified, because I was kissing a boy in the driveway. Do you remember banging on the car window? You're a whore. Jeff has many medical awards and honors. But he has my Oscar for outstanding performance for advice, concern, loyalty, and patience. Many tell me he's brilliant from all over. His brother is brilliant, he's brilliant. But I know that his brilliance lies not in his hands, but in his heart. He's extraordinary. So I became a dental hygienist, quite an ordinary, unexciting career. I made Lee throw up after a fluoride treatment. In hindsight, I think I should have chosen something more creative, but as my dad says, we didn't know about those things in them days. In 1973, I re-met the boy next door. The boy who lived on Tyndall Road, 10 houses away from our house on Traymore. We married in December '75. And then the hygiene career helped pay the rent, as Stuart had not taken the bar yet. I earned $250 a week, rent was $250. This math I understood, pragmatic like Grandma. So we were good. We suffered many setbacks having children, but herein lies the determination and perseverance and the extraordinary. First came our Annie, then our Catherine, and then our Blair in 3 years. And I became an ordinary stay-at-home mom. What a gift. What a front seat to the extraordinary. The songs, the dances, the laughter and the tears, and the horse shows and the plays, and the softball and the injuries. and the dresses and the dances and the failures and the successes. Look at my beautiful daughters. They are my finest achievement. They're smart, they're strong, they're really brave. They're independent, they're funny, they're generous, and most of all, they are kind. And now I have a 6'4" redheaded son who I really know loves me because he makes fun of me in front of my face. And I really love him. He was a great addition to our family, and my daughter chose well. And my mahatana. And then came the crowning glory of Henry, Liv, and Zoe, the Incredibles. So finally, to the boy next door who I've known for 65 years, hello. The boy from the bus stop in his Cub Scout uniform, the man I dragged to the altar, the man who I've always believed in, the man who every day answers my questions and teaches me new things, the man who treated my parents with great regard and kindness, the man, father of 3 daughters, who constantly yelled, "Who is coming up the driveway?" The man whose integrity, honesty, and generosity are unparalleled. The man who continues to make me laugh in new and unexpected ways. And the man who worked every single day to make this great life and never, 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 never gave up. You have made all my ordinary days extraordinary. I love you.
No tongue.
You could have said so much more. Remember that time when I was... Anyway, hey. I can't tell you. And I said it earlier, Diana, your folks, if they had done nothing else besides producing Jeffrey, who has had his fingers so far up my keister. So, all right. Now we're saying, all right, so we're done here, but thank you all for coming. It is open mic night here, so.
No, that's enough. But we're going to have a Sunday bar.
Yeah, sorry, Diana. All right. Thank you for coming. Hey, by the way,
More oysters.
I have, there are some crustaceans here that Rabbi Scoff does not need to see. By the way, someday Rabbi Scoff is going to explain to me why the Jews who are traveling through the desert took issue with shellfish. I can understand why. What the hell did shrimp ever do to you? I mean, that was... I know in the Sinai, you gotta watch out, you gotta duck because shrimp are flying everywhere, right? So, all right. You may get up and finish off this table because whether you eat it or not, I'm paying for it. So, please. Thank you all for coming again. Thank you, Cheryl.